Hi, this is Mrs. Galvan. Today we're going to be talking about creating a reading activities box. So this is just a box where we're going to be collecting all of our reading activities. I like this really big Sterilite box. It's 16 quarts, and I love it because you could put big items like clipboards or dry erase boards. So what's in a reading activities box? This first one, I have some alphabet activities in here. This is just an alphabet page. It's actually one of my freebies, so you can download this for free in my TPT store. And not only is it a page, but there's also some handwriting cards. So each activity, if it fits inside of a pencil pouch, I put it in a pencil pouch. This one is for kids to practice their handwriting, and so they have everything they need in here. They have the cards, plus they have a tiny little dry erase board, dry erase marker. Another activity that I have in my reading activities box is a free CVC page. So you get 25 words on one page. It's got a little picture, and this is just going to be very helpful for students that are just learning to read or needing a little bit of help with their writing. It's also a free matching mat. So I'm going to show you how to put together this CVC matching mat. It is on one page, and all you do is you're going to trim it up. And then we're going to use some Velcro dots. So I'm just going to cut this mat. I've already laminated it. Good. And I always like to put all of the fuzzies on the mat. So I'm just going to put the little dot right in the center. Use them like stickers. And more. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the cards. So trim up the cards. And I like to use the sticky Velcro dots on the back of the cards. So once we do that, you're going to be able to put it on here, and the kids are going to be matching the word to the picture. It's a super simple activity, but it's very helpful for those developing readers. And I love them, kids love them, teachers love them. It's easy. Okay, so here it is. This is the CVC Matching Mats, and like I said, it is the free CVC page and a free CVC mat. This is available in my TPT store. So if you like this mat, I do have some other ones. I have the CVC Matching Mats. There are 5 cards, one for each vowel. So this is the one with the letter A, and they are color coded so that the cards don't get mixed up. Obviously this is all blue, and then the next one is all green. This is for the E, I, O, and U. And then there's also some cards for mixed practice. So this has A, E, I, O, U, and of course these also come in a one-pager. So these are the CVC Matching Mats available in my TPT store. I always introduce them during guided reading because that way students know how to use them, and then later on they'll have access to them in the reading activities box. So once they get the hang of it, they'll know how to do it, but sometimes they still want you to check it. So they'll be like, teacher, is this right? And then to try to solve that, I did make a little answer key. So there's a CVC Matching Mats answer key, and then it has the picture and the correct answer for each one, so students can check their own work. Another activity in this box is my CVC Slide and Climb. So I printed this out. It is just 2 pages, and all I did was I laminated them and taped them down the center so that it could still be foldable, and I also attached the directions in the back. But basically all you need to play is some dice and some game pieces. So I like to store my dice and my game pieces in one of these little Ziploc pouches. If you want to make it super interesting, you get really cool things like little dinosaurs. You could be T-Rex, So it could be a game for 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, and all the students have to do is they start off the game board, they throw the dice, and then they move. Let's say they get number 3, they have to read that word. If they get it correctly, then they get to stay there. If the word is read incorrectly, they have to move back 1 space and read that word. Of course, if they land on the ladder, they get to move up, and the first person to reach or pass 60 is the winner. Another activity in my box is these CVC test prep cards. So a lot of times in upper grades, kids are like tired of test cards, they don't want to do them anymore, but in the lower grades they're not really used to testing, so this is something that makes them kind of feel like, ooh, I'm a big kid, I'm doing big kid things like my big brother or sister. So it's super simple. Kids have to read the word, and then of course they bubble in the right answer, and all I do is I put a little dry erase marker in here along with the cards, and there's also an answer key for these. They do come like this, 9 to a page. And finally, I also have some phonics word lists. So this first one is the high frequency words, and then there's one for short vowels, there's another one for blends, CVCE words, long vowels, digraphs, spell R's. There's a lot of pages, and these are for free to all of my email subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, go to MrsGalvan.com and then go ahead and download these on the bottom. So one of my favorite things about the reading activities box is that students can review a lot of different skills that we've already covered in the past, and each one of these is for 1 student. So anytime a student is using this one, after they finish, they have to wipe them all off, put them back into the little baggie, and then they can put it back in the box and get a different activity. So sometimes we spend 10-15 minutes getting something ready, and then kids finish it in 2 or 3 minutes because they're super fast and they're like, I already did it, now what? Well, now what? Get another activity, you solve it. Once you finish, you have to make sure the cards are all back, but not in the right spot, right? Mix it up so that the next person that solves it is actually doing the work of matching the words. And the same thing goes for this one. So this is just one thing that makes it super simple to do centers. I did this in kinder, but I think it would also work very well in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. And it's just so simple. You put the box on the table, that's 1 center. I hope you liked my reading activities box idea. And remember to download these freebies and start your own reading activities box. I am going to attach these labels and add them into our freebie subscriber page, so you can go ahead and download them now.